Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone on Facebook. Hi, everyone on Instagram. I am just getting set up here. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, I am continuing with my series Q&A with Dr. D. I'm going to be doing this quite a couple of times. Hi, Nelson. Hi, Dessa and Marie. How are you? So, guys, feel free to tune in every day. I'm going to do a different topic. Today's question and the things that I'm going to be going over today and talking about today is going to be the question: do I need to wear a boot after an ankle injury? So, this is a bit of a nuanced question because the answer really has to do with your diagnosis and how severe your injury is. Okay. So, for those guys who don't know, once you have an ankle injury, the purpose of a medical professional telling you that you need a boot has to do with the purpose of the boot. Boots are designed to keep you from moving or to keep you immobile, as we say in the medical world. The reason why we would want to keep you immobile is because you have a chance of increasing your injury with movement. So, case in point, if you have a fracture or a stress fracture where you just have a crack within that bone, if you have a lot of motion that's happening, it doesn't allow for it to heal. And therefore, we want to stop you from moving. So boots are designed to really hold your foot in one position. It allows you to move around as you usually would, but it immobilizes the area that really needs to stop moving so that it can heal. Okay, so for that reason, if you have had a traumatic ankle injury, meaning you fell or someone fell on you or you tripped over something, and you go to the ER and then you go to your orthopedist or maybe sometimes even a podiatrist, and they issue you a boot, they want you to stop moving. Okay, now there are several different diagnoses that can require a boot. Okay, and that depends again on the severity of the injury and the type of the injury. So specific diagnoses that require for you to stop moving definitely would be any sort of fracture that's in your ankle or in your foot. Okay, so any sort of stress fracture, which again is a smaller injury versus a larger fracture where sometimes you may need surgery. But if it's not that severe and your podiatrist or your orthopedist think that you can actually heal without going through a surgical intervention, they would prescribe you to wear a boot for a while to stop you from moving. Boots can also be indicated to be used for specific soft tissue injuries, so for ligamentous sprains, so ligaments on the outside of the ankle, or even if there's some tendonitis that's very severe, or sometimes even there's a muscle tear, your podiatrist or your orthopedist will actually ask you sometimes to wear a boot. And again, the purpose of that is usually to just allow those tissues time to heal, so that you are not constantly aggravating it and increasing your injury as you move around. So the boot is really a means to an end, just like braces that I talked about yesterday. It's really a tool that allows you to heal while you're still trying to keep functional and moving. And for a lot of people, I know having this huge thing on your ankle is not particularly functional, but it is something that can really help you in terms of making sure that your foot is protected while you are healing. Okay. A lot of people I get this question a lot with people who are very active and they feel like they're just kind of wasting away and they don't want to wear this thing for the longest while. And they're like, well, do I really have to wear it? If your orthopedist puts you in it, there's a good chance that they really need you to wear it to calm things down. The risk of taking off a device like this too early it runs the gamut of making your injury process and your rehab process a lot longer than it needs to be, all the way to something as crazy as maybe requiring surgery, depending on the type of injury that you may have had. So that's a little bit about if you need to wear a boot after an ankle injury. It depends on the injury. If you have something that needs to rest and that needs a little bit of protection, for example, you've had a really bad ligament strain, or you've had some sort of stress fracture, then a boot is really indicated. So I hope that kind of answers that question as the reasoning why that you may need to have a boot and be immobilized. So for the guys on, I'm saying hi to you guys. Nelson, do you have any questions? Cesar Marie, do you have any questions? Trini, cowboy, do you have any questions for me? Pop it in here. I'm happy to answer your questions as it comes up. Anything, guys, or any elaboration of that? Have you guys had any experience with having to wear a boot or having an ankle injury, or any ankle injury questions that you may have for me? I'm doing Facebook and IG at the same time, so I'm going back and forth. Sorry about that. Any questions, guys, about that? Not so much. I see no questions. I'm gonna have probably a couple more Q&As on the foot and ankle before I kind of go a little bit up north and go to the knee. So as we're going on, you're going to have a lot more time to ask me some more questions. Hey, David, what's going on? So if you guys have any questions, one more, I'll just check in one more time. Any questions before we wrap up? If you have anything that you'd like to ask me privately, please feel free to PM me. I'm happy to answer your questions about anything that you just want to ask me about, any sort of injuries or surgeries or any sort of wellness thing that you want to talk about. I'm happy to talk and answer all of your questions. All right, guys. Well, this was awesome. I will be back here tomorrow. Hey, David. I will be back here tomorrow. Drop your questions in, drop your comments in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.